Hello, I'm Pam of HealingStars.com. This is the chart for the first quarter moon. It occurs in the UK at 1818. Apologies, of course, if you're not in the UK, but you can see the pattern. A first quarter moon is the action orientated. The seed was set at the new moon, which was on the 18th of May. Now, on the 18th of May, the sun and moon were both in Taurus, 26 degrees. Meanwhile, the sun has changed sign. It's now in Gemini. And there's a very strong focus this month, when I say month, I mean astrological month, from new moon to new moon, on the sign of Gemini. And that's because the sun is there, but also Mars and also retrograde Mercury. Now, what's happening at this time is there's a lot of focus on Neptune. I've given you a chart where I've made the aspects, the orbs, very tight to 5 degrees to show you the clearest pattern possible. And here you can see Neptune down here at 9 degrees of Pisces. And that's where Mars is, 9 degrees of Gemini, creating this very strong tension. Now, Mars wants to move ahead. The sun wants to bring consciousness, and Mercury is the messenger. And they're very personal to us because the sun is, of course, brings us light and warmth and, as I say, consciousness. Mercury is very close to the sun, so it is the messenger of the sun. It is how we get our message, our communication across. The other important personal planet for all of us is Venus. And today, at this first quarter moon, you can see Venus here in 19 degrees of Cancer at an extreme right angle, really tight to Uranus, the planet of change and chaos. Excitement, but change is called for. Venus is an evening star. Venus is beautiful in the night sky. And you can see here, you might have noticed, on the 24th or 23rd, you would have seen the moon very close to Venus and then close to Jupiter. And the two are coming to join. You can see they're getting closer and closer. And that's because Jupiter is moving forward at this time, as is Venus. So they're going to collide. Not exactly, but they'll look as if they are together in the sky. But coming back to now, this week, Neptune dissolves everything. Neptune is in transit. You can't see it. It's the unreal, it's the vision, it's the fantasy world of the movies. And Neptune also weakens. So with having Mars at a right angle, square to Neptune, you might feel weak, low in energy. Now, this applies to every sign, especially though if you have strong planets in Pisces or Gemini or Sagittarius or Virgo for that matter, because these are the 4 mutable signs. Even if you're a Leo, as someone said, oh, I'm a Leo, how does this affect me? Yeah, because we have more than one planet in our chart, as you can see. Every single person, every single one of us has this amazing wheel, and every aspect, everything that's going on, depending on how aware you are, how sensitive you are, you'll feel it. It's why we wake up some morning and feel, oh, drained. I did today, and it's not. I have Chiron at 9 degrees of Sagittarius. In other words, I'm in the picture. So I want you to know your chart, and if you don't, go to astro.com. It gives you a free chart, really useful, but really important. It's your map of your life, of your potential, of your gifts. I can't stress how much I really want everybody to know their birth wheel. Now, at this first quarter moon, moon's in Virgo, that is all about sorting things out, clearing things out. An extremely good day, although in the UK it's a bank holiday, to get in the garden, do some weeding, or just throw stuff out that you've had hanging about. It drains our energy, old stuff, things we haven't looked at for 10, 20, 30 years even. It's time to let it go. Now, tomorrow, Tuesday, you could see this tension is still there with Neptune. And that's because Mercury and Mars, Mercury's moving backwards, Mars is still in awe, what we call in awe, but it will be all week basically. But there are some positive things to happen. Look at the strength of these blue lines flowing of energy. Venus is flowing. She is creating a very good healing with Chiron. The moon moves fast, so on Tuesday the moon temporarily will also trine Pluto. That's also very, very positive. So there's some benefits, there's some bonuses going on here. Following day, we get the sun moving closer. That's the day Mercury and Mars move together. That's Wednesday. Now, Mercury, the messenger, Mars, planet of war, what do you think might happen? Tempers can flare, irritation, irritability, all of those, gotta get off, and frustration. If you've been aware of anything going wrong with your computer, with your phone, with anything that suddenly goes wrong for no reason, no good reason, this is Mercury retrograde. I'm doing a webinar on Tuesday night on the 26th, so please sign up. You see my website, sign up for it now, because I'm going to talk a lot about the healing qualities of Neptune. Following day, Thursday, there's that sun coming to exact right angle to Neptune. You can see how strong Neptune is all week. Again, some positive flow of energy with the moon. The moon is trining. That's a good aspect to the sun. That's on Thursday. Friday, boom, boom. There's a square. Tension between the moon and Venus. They're both feminine planets. They're both about emotion. Libra, peacemaking. Cancer, Venus in Cancer. Moon's in Venus's sign. Venus is in the moon sign. There's actually a flow of energy, although they're at odds with each other. So we can often, when we don't get what we want, can overindulge, for instance. Go, oh, blow the diet, I'm just going to eat the cream cake. As a for instance, we can go into rewarding ourselves. So be conscious of that. Notice the tension that has been going on over the last 2 weeks with Saturn has dissolved by now. I mean, it's still, technically, there is still a very strong orb with the Sun, with Mercury, with Mars, but it's not as strong a theme as Neptune. Then, Saturday, you can see here, that's when the Sun and Mercury come to join. Again, come on my webinar, I will be talking about that. It's a powerful connection. It can be great genius, great ideas can come through. Again, it can be thwarted by the negativity of Neptune. Think of the undertow in the ocean that kind of pulls us down, and we just don't want to do anything whatsoever. And then Sunday, we're getting close to the full moon. I'm just going to whiz it again because the only aspect really is to do with the moon. But here we're getting Venus now. She's going to change signs. She will be in Leo soon. And she's creating a flow of energy to Saturn. Now what that is saying is, do what you love, commit to what you love, and manifest it. Put it into action. Write it down. Create a plan. If you're not good at plans, this is a good time to focus that energy. Again, Sun, Neptune, it's still there. It's important to work with Neptune, not always when these challenging aspects are happening in our lives, is to recognize, first to be aware of them. It's not just you, there are lots of other people going through it, but also we all need to find a way through. And that's again what I'll focus on my webinar. And here is the full moon, it's a taster, and you can see here is Neptune again, at a right angle to both the moon, of course, and the sun. It's not the exact time of that full moon, but I will be talking about that in another webinar. Thank you for watching. Go to my website, please, healingstars.com, and you can sign up for, if you don't get this webinar, I do webinars on a regular basis, and it'd be great to meet you.